What's up guys, so it's Joshua here, and I don't know if you guys noticed this recently, but everyone, or at least most of the smartphone companies now, has been on trend in launching their budget smartphones recently. Just like this one, the OnePlus Nord N10 5G. Yes, OnePlus has been launching the budget smartphone, the OnePlus Nord, since last year. And now this one, the OnePlus Nord N10 5G, and the coming one, the OnePlus Nord N100. So, is this OnePlus Nord N10 5G worth to buy? Well, let's check it out. So, I've gotten the phone out and ready to set up, show you guys. So now let's go into the box first, okay? Alright, so this is the OnePlus Nord N10 5G box. It's simply simple. Yeah, simple and just like the OnePlus Nord. So it's a black one and a bluish N10 logo on the top. And here you go, open it up. You've got the OnePlus slogan here, and this one should be the, okay, SIM pin 2, the quick start guide, and oh, there's no silicone back cover. So the OnePlus Nord has it, but this one doesn't have. Okay, so taking up, and here you go. We have the same warp charge 30T charger as the OnePlus Nord, and also the iconic red USB-C charging cable. So we got the phone here, the OnePlus Nord N10 5G. So let me tell you this, when I first got the phone, my first impression of the phone is that it doesn't resemble a OnePlus smartphone, because there's three key differences here. One, there's no silent slider on the side. There is a micro SD card slot for expandable memory, and one more, the fingerprint scanner is on the back rather than an in-screen fingerprint scanner. So producer, are we getting the right phone?
没有啊 You see the behind, is it OnePlus? Don't faster unboxing lah, I want go home already. Late already.
Okay, so producer say it's the right phone, so this is the OnePlus Nord N10 5G, okay? So yeah, I think this is the first OnePlus phone that doesn't come with an iconic silent slider on the side, and as well as it has this rear fingerprint scanner. OnePlus, why? Ayo. But that's not all the bad stuff. Well, I got to give a praise for OnePlus for finally listening to us and finally giving us the micro SD card slot. Yes, claps to OnePlus. So the whole back cover of the phone comes with a reflective glossy material with the only color variant Midnight Ice color, with pretty much similar camera housing and logo placement like on the Nord, and on the bottom it has a 3.5mm audio jack this time. So to me, this is a plus point on the phone, because you know me lah, I'm pretty old school when it comes to headphone jack, so pretty much like it there. And now turn to the front. It comes with a 6.49-inch Full HD Plus LCD panel, not an AMOLED display like the Nord, but you'll still be getting the 90Hz refresh rate. So for display wise, I would say this phone still has a great performance, because for normal usage, you can't really differentiate between an AMOLED screen and a LCD screen, and it still have the 90Hz refresh rate, so it's pretty smooth swiping around, working around with it. It's just that until you watch a movie, then you can see the differences when the AMOLED screen really stands out from its contrasty, more vibrant colors. But other than that, it's all good. So turning to the cameras, it comes with a quad camera setup, a 64MP main camera, 8MP ultra wide, 2MP monochrome, and also a 2MP macro lens. So by looking at the samples, the camera did a pretty decent job on its dynamic range and color contrast. However, don't expect too much on the other two because it's a 2MP monochrome lens and a 2MP macro lens, but it's still an added choice for you. As for the selfie, it has a 16MP front snapper, but no ultra wide selfie this time like the Nord. As for the video capabilities, this phone still can shoot up to 4K 30 frames per second on the rear and also 1080p on the front. As for the camera feature, it still got the ultra short HDR, the nightscape mode, the portrait mode, and so on. So under the hood, it is powered with a Snapdragon 695 5G chipset coupled with 6GB of RAM and 128GB of expandable storage with micro SD up to 512GB. Battery wise, it has a larger 4300mAh battery battery than the 4150 mAh on the OnePlus Nord with the same 30T watt charge. So I've tested out the battery for a full day usage with video on and 90Hz refresh rate on. It can last me throughout the day. At around 8 PM, it still left me with 20% of battery life. So I would say it's quite sufficient for a full day usage with a single charge. And what surprised me is the OnePlus Nord N10 5G, this device has a dual firing speaker, because on the Nord it only comes with a single firing speaker. So although it's not a Dolby Atmos speaker, but the quality of the sound is still quite nice and loud. And as always, the OnePlus Nord N10 5G also runs on the Oxygen OS based on Android 10. So to me, I would say for a phone that is within the 1,300 ringgit range, and that's around 600 ringgit cheaper than the OnePlus Nord, well, I'll definitely say this is a close bargain for those of you who are looking for a budget smartphone. And if you ask me, will I buy this budget smartphone? Well, if I'm having a tight budget around 1,300 ringgit, well, I'll definitely get this because it has the Oxygen OS, and that's my favorite one. So let me know, what do you think about the OnePlus Nord N10 5G in the comments below, and we will discuss it. And that's all from me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe would be nice, and also maybe follow my Instagram also. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.